Spotlight.
Good evening, listeners. Welcome to today's Spotlight. I am Vaibhav Srivastava. Today we will be discussing the key takeaways from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Malaysia. We have with us former Ambassador Debraj Pradhan. Sir, welcome to the program Spotlight.
Thank you very much.
Before we begin this important discussion with former Ambassador Debraj, let's hear the words of Prime Minister Modi on the Indo-Pacific region and the importance of ASEAN.
इंडो पैसिफिक क्षेत्र विश्व की ग्रोथ इंजन के रूप में उभर रहा है। हम आसियान के साथ पूरे इंडो पैसिफिक क्षेत्र में विकास, शांति और स्थिरता के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है। भारत आसियान सेंट्रलिटी को प्राथमिकता देता है। मलेशिया की सफल आसियान अध्यक्षता के लिए मैं एक बार फिर आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। मलेशिया जैसे मित्र देशों के सहयोग से भारत आसियान के साथ अपने संबंधों को व्यापक बनाएगा। हम इस बात पर सहमत है कि आसियान भारत व्यापार समझौते आईटीका की समीक्षा शीघ्र ही पूरी हो जानी चाहिए।
Ambassador Debraj, appreciating Malaysia's role in its leadership of ASEAN, appreciating the fact that India and Malaysia are constantly becoming better friends and allies as time goes by, and stressing upon the centrality of ASEAN, the importance of Indo-Pacific region. How important is the Prime Minister's visit to Malaysia? How important is it to the whole world?
As we all know that this is Prime Minister's third visit to Malaysia and first foreign visit to Malaysia in the year 2026. That shows high regards or high priority for a foreign country. Unless their contents are really important for relationship between two countries, the visit is not planned. We have a number of factors in which Malaysia is very important for India. Apart from being a maritime neighbor, as stated by the Honorable Prime Minister, this is a very important partner. It is a third largest partner, trading partner in ASEAN. It's also politically, it's connected with us in various aspects. It is also the second largest Indian diaspora, culturally and civilization point of view. So Malaysia treats us in a very important partner, and same here. So far as regional aspects are concerned, as I stated, it's important maritime leading to, it's a gateway for ASEAN as a region, which is also very important region for us from our economic and diplomatic and strategic point of view, like European Union. When 10 countries were working together, India's elevation, India's position has grown during the process of time.
Absolutely, Ambassador Sir. Before we move on with this important discussion and discuss various aspects of the Prime Minister's visit, let's hear the statement given by the Ministry of External Affairs during a press briefing.
The two Prime Ministers reviewed bilateral cooperation across the full spectrum of our partnership, including trade, security, semiconductors, digital technologies, renewable energy, education, healthcare, culture, tourism, and people-to-people exchanges. They also had the opportunity to discuss key regional and global issues. By the exchange of bilateral agreements and MOUs, these include exchange of notes on cooperation in the area of semiconductors, health and medicine, security, and technical and vocational education. The MOU between Malaysia's Anti-Corruption Commission and India's Central Bureau of Investigations on combating and preventing corruption was signed. We also had an MOU on cooperation in the field of disaster management, a memorandum of cooperation between Employees State Insurance Corporation ESIC in India and Perkeso in Malaysia.
Many important discussions during this important visit of the Prime Minister to Malaysia. First, let's talk about the security sector. Improving the ties of maritime security, improving defense exports, improving cooperation amongst these two nations in intelligence and counter-terrorism. How is this exceedingly important for not just these two countries, but also for the peace and stability of the whole Indo-Pacific region, sir?
Sometime back, India was dependent or relying on major powers so far as security aspects are concerned. But today, India has become itself security and defense provider. Like we have been participating important naval exercises along with US, Russia and other European countries, including Japan, Korea, etc. So far as Malaysia is concerned, we do have a MOU on defense cooperation, and a lot of things have evolved during the process of time, from normal military exercises to training, capacity building, even defense industry collaboration. India has become a security provider, as I said. If, for example, India has participated in anti-piracy or anti-smuggling in the high sea, even the eastern coast of Africa, Indian Ocean and other parts of the world. So the exercises or cooperation in defense sector is utmost important for both the countries, considering the maritime boundaries or maritime area, not only for bilaterally but also for globally. When we are talking about Indo-Pacific region, to make it a free and peaceful region where you can have a trade and other movement without any hindrances. Second aspect is intelligence sharing or anti-terrorist activity. It is no longer restricted to India, Delhi or Mumbai. It has gone beyond our borders. It has become global in nature. So regional and global coordination, collaboration is very much important. Without that, a lot of activities cannot take place.
Absolutely, sir. Another very important sector which the Prime Minister always focuses on, not just for the present but for future generations, is that of education. The new education policy has been a game changer, a revolution. Even in this agreement, we've seen technical and vocational education taking a very, very strong place. How is the importance of education so much that it dominates an important visit like this?
So far as Malaysia and India education relations are concerned, it's fantastic. According to the statistics available, we have almost 10,000 Indian students studying in Malaysian institutions. Almost 2,000 Malaysians are studying in India. So that is one aspect of our relationship. But then we have almost 500 MOUs with leading Malaysian institutions. Meanwhile, Government of India has also set up chairs for Indian education, including Ayurveda studies. Recently, Tiruvarur Research Chair has been also announced. We have a trust fund which has been financing to the Malaysia Indian students. There have been a scholarship by ICCR. So all these things help to assist to the students who are needy or intelligent can get higher education. NEP 2020 emphasizing on internationalization of higher education. There has been a lot of growth in education system all over India. We have a large number of students going abroad for study. We have less number of foreign students studying in India. So that becomes priority act for every university to bring students. That is one. Secondly, also to collaborate in different forms. The main focus in this area would be more of research and development and innovation. In that case, I think it is pertaining, it's going towards the youth development, which is an important aspect of Prime Minister's statement or message given to the diaspora community and also to Malaysian society, their involvement. I have seen some pictures of young startups, CEOs, accompanying the Honorable Prime Minister. That shows how youth can be involved.
Let's talk about a very important sector, that is business. Business between the two nations has been thriving. We are on the same table when it comes to agreements between the two nations in terms of goods and services. How important are initiatives like CEO forums? What happens in these forums and how various problems or issues are tackled by the business or the private world in partnership with the governments?
We all know that when a VVIP level visit takes place, we do have a business forum meeting. But there are important aspects of the visit's agenda. Why? Because it is the private companies. They do the business. Embassies, for that matter, or Government of India, for that matter, they facilitate. They provide the framework. They do the ease of doing business. But actual business is done by the private companies or private individuals. So, in the case of Malaysia-India CEO Forum, this is a wonderful. I understand it's a very powerful and very active forum in Kuala Lumpur. They are engaged in a very high level of business in India and vice versa. Even our people were having business. There are almost, I think, first in Malaysian company I will talk about. Apart from CEO forum, I understand that Honorable Prime Minister met also 4 leading Malaysian CEO like Petronas, etc. The message is that you are big companies, you have already have business in India, even construction. Construction, almost $4 billion worth of construction. The projects have been undertaken by the Malaysian company. So there are a lot of opportunities for infrastructure development, for healthcare, for educational institutions in all areas. Strong growth story of Malaysian presence in India and vice versa. So trade, investments or economic diplomacy is in full bloom between the two countries. And we know that Malaysia has great potential so far as economic and commercial activity is concerned. And also already they know the Indian market, and Indian markets are full with opportunities. I think it's a win-win situation for both sides.
So let's talk about futuristic technologies. The Indian government is always of the view that futuristic technologies like biotechnology, like AI, like semiconductors, chips, all these technologies must be mastered. India should be a leader, not just manufacturing them, planning for them, but also exporting them. Now with various agreements being signed throughout the globe and this important visit of Prime Minister Modi to Malaysia, how important a part will these futuristic technologies play in this partnership and in India's future?
You see, apart from being important technology or futuristic technologies, we have no other option. In the sense, with the process of time, we'll have to change our methodology, we have to change our education system, we have to update our adaptability, we have to also accept the fact that we have to learn. I have no doubt our professional reserves or professional people who come out every year in large number from the university, engineer, doctors or any other professional for that matter, biotechnology or AI or semiconductor, I don't think Indian professionals will not be able to adapt to the changing situation. For India, but also for big countries, I mean Western countries, developed countries, that they have adoption of prevalence of AI, prevalence of digital technology. Look at India, we have become the largest market for UPI. It's unseen. I mean, the kind of people use UPI, anybody is paying now through the mobile phones, and it has been possible through our digital infrastructure. So new technology, we have no option. We have to learn it. We have to adapt it. We have to develop on it. And I'm confident that our scientists, our professionals, our engineers will be able to cope up with it. Not only cope up, but also to work very effectively for the benefits of India, to take the country on the path of progress, and also contribute to the global stability and global prosperity, and also, I mean, bilaterally first with Malaysia, but also global as a whole.
So a very important sector that we must talk about is the agricultural sector. The Prime Minister also talked about health. He also talked about food security. He talked about strengthening the agricultural sector. What are your views?
India and Malaysia are known to be on the path of progress and prosperity. Industries are concerned so far as energy security is concerned, but food security remains the priority. If you look at the basic strength of the economy in India as well as Malaysia, basic strength is agriculture. Without agriculture or other facets of economy will not be strong. In the sense, the agriculture remains the central pillar of the economy. In that context, I think we have a large number of programs or initiative by the Government of India to promote agriculture in terms of, let's say, fertilizer production or new variety seeds or training of agricultural farmers to adopt new technology. There's a lot of other things which have to be taught to the farmers to get out of the traditional methodology. If you look at the methodology adopted in Odisha and Punjab, still there is a lot of variation. Like, for example, fisheries in Norway or in Odisha or India will be different. Or Israel, the kind of technology they adapt and which we try to learn from them. The dry farming, basically. So many issues which one can learn from each other. And Malaysia has done a great thing and a lot of great steps so far as the agriculture is concerned. So that way we have to learn from each other. We have become number one in many production, rice, wheat, milk, number one producer in the world. But at the same time, technology is needed to be applied to make it more up-to-date and modern so that our farmers get benefits. So whenever Pradhan Mantri ji talked about agriculture, he always thinks about the common man, common farmer, how they are going to benefit, how their products have to be sold in the market and how sold in the outside. Recently, I understand that, the Odisha farmers, they have sent vegetables to Dubai market. It's a positive story for the producer here because nobody can can think about a foreign market unless products are up to the mark.
We truly hope that India-Malaysia relationship keeps getting stronger and India keeps expanding its wings to become a developed nation very soon. Thank you so much, former Ambassador Debraj Pradhanji, for your valuable insights in this important discussion.
Thank you for inviting me.
You can listen to this program on our mobile app, News on AIR, and our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official.
Spotlight.